Hey traders, welcome to another edition of Stocks Market Update, where I'm going to look at a few stocks that I'm keeping an eye on and that I'm just going to want to share with you. So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, another stocks market update. Some different stocks that I want to share with you that I'm looking at. And hope that you get a lot of value out of it. Firstly, you want to look at Apple, guys. Everyone's focused on Apple these days, or everyone likes Apple. Big long-term trend on the weekly charts, guys. I just really want to stress this on very important on this weekly chart. That this weekly chart is very weak. We have obviously this big lower trough through here, big lower peak. The market's ran up and it's actually rejected off that 50% level, and now it's rejecting down. So very interesting. The only catalyst I see with Apple is it's still got that gap through there. So it just depends on what happens in the obviously overall Nasdaq and stuff like that. That this could actually be a holding point here, and then Apple actually runs up and closes that gap before running down. Now, if I bring up my trend lines, you can see the gap is also around about the 62% level, and then the market runs down. So looking at the overall charts here, guys, you can see that the market actually has this area of resistance as well too. So it may not want to fill that gap. It may just want to continue down and just run all the way down. So that's what I do see, guys, on Apple. To me, Apple looks really weak, and I do see that we're likely to get a lot more downside to come. We just got to see whether it's going to actually whether it's going to close that gap or not. For me, the catalyst is if we break below 95, we get down into the 80s. If we hold here and continue up, we're likely to break back up and close that gap and then head back down to the 80s. Either way, I believe we're getting to the 80s. So that's that one there. Let's have a look at a few other ones. Google, I'm actually in Google myself. Google's actually having this slowly step up, had a run up, had a run down, had this up move through here, and then we had a nice little sort of move to the high side, nice little couple percent move to the high side, and that's had a nice little pullback as well too. It's fanning out, and it's fanning out. You can see this fan through here. Actually broke resistance, broke support, and then this is the next support level that if it does break, then I think we're likely to see that's what's going to be the backbone of breaking that as well too. So we can see this market actually had a run down, support level, hit resistance, and now we're building down here. To me, guys, overall, by looking at this, let me bring up my chart, and you can see, to me, this is overall just building one big bear flag. And to me, guys, by looking at that, for me, that just spells a lot more downside to come. For what we're looking at there, big down move, big bear flag, to me, a lot more downside. I actually am in that stock as well too. I'm not in Apple, but I am in Google. I've got put options, long-term put options. I think Google's going to get hammered on the downside a lot longer. It may hold here and run up to a little bit more like that, but that's just basically what I see there. So overall, guys, that's just what I see on Google as well too. My software just played up. I had to restart it. That's why there's a little bit of a gap between there. Anyway, so Google, for me, guys, long term, I see a lot more downside there. Next one here is Disney. I've been watching for quite some time as well too. It's actually ran up, had this point through here. We're creating like a bit of a head and shoulder formation on this one here as well too. You can see, let me actually go and have a look at this chart through here. Weekly chart. This is a weekly overall line chart. You can see big run down, big run up. Let me actually go to the candlestick chart here for a minute. You can see that's actually what's happened through here. If I squeeze this right up, which is a bit of a key to you guys, run down, slow run up to me, guys. I'm expecting a lot more downside to go through here. And we obviously go into Disney as well too. So obviously I like Disney, and Disney to me is actually weak, and so I'm expecting more downside to come. Especially when you look at the line chart, guys, you can see what's happened here. Ran up, came back down, ran up. Now we're just faltering through here, so I'm expecting Disney to go bam all the way down. So Disney should be on the weak side of things. So that's what I'm looking at. Let me see here a few more other ones. Monster actually had a big gap up. Now I like Monster overall from the perspective of what is actually going on with Monster right now. So I actually like Monster. I think overall Monster actually maybe even holds up here and then has a little pullback, and I think that pullback is going to come soon. I don't know when, but that pullback, we're likely to see that gap being closed. So that's what I do see. See where we are right now. We are sort of trailing up through there like that. You can see we're actually sort of a little bit of triangle pattern, a little bit of channel. So see, for me guys, I see a lot more downside. I think we're going to break that soon, and I think that gap is going to be closed soon. And then maybe if I go to my monthly charts here, guys, it's very, very important to look at the monthly charts as well. My monthly charts are telling me that this is likely to top out through here, and then we're likely to see some significant move to the downside. So we will see about that. And the next one here, which I am in at the moment, LVNTA. I am in this one right now. I think that this one is about to get pummeled. I've got put options in this one, long-term put options. The market's run down through here, hit this area of resistance where we are right now. In fact, if I just draw my trend line up through there, you can see where it's at. This market hit resistance, broke down this level through here. So this is the monthly chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. You can see the market ran up, had this support through here, then it came back up, and now it's ran back down, and now we're popping up through there. If you look at the weekly chart for me says it all. So we can see you had this area through here, and what that area is, let me just bring up my trend lines tool here again and bring up my arrow, you can see that the market actually had a lot of resistance through there, support, and now we're likely to find a lot of resistance through here as well too. That's weekly chart, so we should start to see this type of action real soon. Now knowing that what I see on LVNTA, if we look at the overall daily charts as well, you can see the market's had a little run up, but not only that guys, a little run up on the daily chart, but you can see on the daily open, highlight, close chart and my stochastics the market's had a little run down. What do we have here? A little lower peak, a lower trough. Now we're likely to form a lower peak here. Look where the stochastics are, and then that rolls over, and then we start to see a bit more of a downtrend from here as well too. So looking at that overall, guys, you can see where we're at right now. You can see this market is holding this area of resistance as well too. I believe we're likely to start turning around and getting a lot more downside to come as well too. So I'm actually in this one, guys. I've actually got put options. I'm not telling you to do that. It may work, it may not work, but again, they're just long-term put options. All my directional trades are long-term, meaning where we're going to be at the end of this year. So, or at least September, October this year. So that's what I do see, guys. There's just a few stocks that I'm looking at. Let's have a quick look at the big one, the Amazon. Let's have a quick look at Amazon, the big one. Amazon's continue to run to the high side from here, guys. I do see Amazon actually breaking down and closing this gap real soon as well too. So I think overall on Amazon, guys, this big astronomical just vertical move to the high side is likely to be popped, absolutely popped. And I think we're likely to see some big moves on the downside when it comes to Amazon. You cannot get an enormous run like that and have nothing to it. Last time we had an enormous run like this here was from here to here, and it reversed it real quickly. Within a month, it came straight back down. That's what I do see here. I reckon say by the end of July, maybe into June, July, August. So around about August, I reckon we're going to be back down here again as well too. And so for that reason, guys, I actually am in Amazon myself as well too. I'm in Amazon right now, and I think Amazon for me is going to get absolutely pummeled. And again, I'm not in Amazon hoping that's going to go down this week. No, I'm expecting by the end of this year, which I have long-term expiration, I expect this market to come down, come down this way, break back down, and then continue down. No, I don't expect it just to run straight down. I expect it to stair step, like the little stair stepping motion, you know what I mean? So if you have the little run down through here, you might back up through there and then break down through there, big drop down through there, and a little run up through there, and then another big drop down, and maybe another run up like that. I expect that sort of action to happen. Maybe a little bit more of a pullback. I don't expect a big drop straight down, but I do expect some significant selling on the downside, and I expect that maybe these lows to be tested by August, June, July, August, maybe even quicker. The last time this whole thing took how many is that? That's 2.5 months to run up, and then when it finally cracked, it took what's that? It took 1.5 months to erase that whole lot. This whole thing has taken It's taken 4 months, so I'm expecting 2 months for this thing to race the whole lot. So I mean Amazon myself, guys. I think Amazon is likely to be absolutely pummeled. And again, guys, based on what I understand about how the markets work, the markets are elastic band. And if you look at any, let me remember this, you look at any chart, guys, any chart out there, go look at China, go look at any chart, and show me a chart that does that vertically up like that quickly. Show me a chart that doesn't come down like that, because it always happen. It's how you read the markets, and the markets are an elastic band. And so this move to the high side is bam, 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 bam. This is coming real soon, and so I'm actually putting that out right now, guys. I'm in Amazon long-term put options, meaning I'm going to benefit from this market going down. If it doesn't, if it just keeps going up to 750 and 760, yes, I will lose money. I've actually bought way out of the money put options, so it's a very high risk trade. But I'm also happy with the risk as well too. So there we go, guys. There's some stocks that I'm looking at, or either I'm in, just to share with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think about this, and maybe some stocks that you like as well too. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.